Hello, my last gamer. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I'll just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. I have returned as I drop my mouse like a very, very smart person. It is time to see what I can get done this week in 1934. Send you here, we'll send it to editor. Funhouse pickpocket nabbed. New nightclub opening. Why he's spying? Oh, you just like. Oh, noise. Do. Also the photographer because I like pictures. Pictures give me so much more money. I'll be deleting that part of the story. Socialist surge, working class movement, public radio, rally backs the spotlight of the Weird Workers Union. Now get out of here. Uh... Did I seriously fuck it? I fucked it. I fucked it. Well, no, I can't because the hopeful is on the fucking part of the photo. Alright, so I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want this week because it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, mine is a slight bit of pure insanity. I have done a lot of mistakes. Also, my employees cost me a lot of money. Perform 2 Bravo. See those numbers? It's all about greed and corruption, the bedrock of the city, but the wolves keep targeting me. That's how wolves work, Jim. They smell weakness, the corruption doesn't seem to want to wash off of you. What can I say? Power corrupts, and they might be right. In the end, it just means of doing business. Our political influence is wearing winning Jim. Looks like the shop's about to close. Good day. Between you and me, I see myself more as Robin Hood, taking bribe here and there, get the job done. Don't hear anyone complain about that. Let's judge nonetheless. Bribe's a tool every great leader should know how to handle. Just give people money. The one thing that I've seen so far that you probably have already figured out is I have made it where my editors are on the ground floor, so that's where they'll drop off all of the news, so the reporters are done pretty quickly. I also have the photo editor / illustrator editor as well, down there as well. So they can just drop off their things. Although I do plan to do a weird thing in the future. I kind of want to put a pneumatic pipe at the bottom and then move the editors somewhere else. And someone gave me a recommendation. You want to put the water and the bathroom on the same level as the telegraph stations, so they don't have to go that far to get things. Also, whenever you get to elevators, make sure to section off the shafts, because if you have one long elevator, it'll bottleneck really hard. Because it'll take 8 million years for the people to get in and out of the elevators. So it, like a 3-stack I find of elevator is a decent one to move people in and out pretty quickly. And like have this 4th one here because people come to that level that often. Also, your lawyers require the boxes for lawsuits, so I wonder why the guard decided not to do it. Also, I also send everything through the editing desk for the sole fact of getting more stars to increase more readers. Manually bring up those boxes so the telegraphters get working on editing desk. We haven't had lawsuits for a while, so I can be laissez-faire, not caring about getting them in there. Yeah, pneumatics are hell of expensive or the longer the distance, I had to take a loan to even get it installed because I had moved around the setup. Because I have this pneumatic going from the basement or from the first floor all the way to the top floor. So I put the typists and assemblers up there, which they are able to walk around and grab their own sheets out of the pneumatic. I used to have, because I have these 8 million mover desks, and they were responsible for moving all of the reports everywhere, which was a nightmare. Even though there was only like one floor up, it still took a lot of time. Thank you for the follow. Yippee! Follower Goldman. Let's go! I'm currently, I was, because all of my staff is prestiged at this point, for the most part, I was just struggling to make money. And now that I have seemingly started to make money again, I'm getting more relaxed. I have also found, unless you have a reason to unless you have a need to grab these small stories, I just delete those. I don't even, like, respond to them. It's a 3. My bare minimum is a 3-pronged story. I like having at least those available to me still. I also want to start sending people to Europe, but I'm assuming that's going to get expensive. One of the big things I've found is as many topics in the story as possible is very valuable, but if you can get like a big combination of things, it's pretty good. So yeah, we don't have any crime reporters to respond. Sure. So this is how I have it set up. I have the editors and legal at the bottom. I have 2 security guards guarding the elevator, which technically, once I get the editing off of this floor, because I do plan to replace the editors down here with the pneumatic, and didn't turn this to like a pneumatic / dumbwaiter hell. Because spies are really annoying, and they have immediate access to the editor's room, where they could immediately change things, so I have to watch just like a hawk when spies happen. Next floor I have the... Who are you again? I have the sales desk team and the group of reporters with the first bathroom I ever made, which... It's still problem because I haven't found out how to more better make bathrooms. This is just... I don't have any reason to fix this. Oh yeah, we also have a photo / illustrator down here, editor. Then we have illustration and photography floor with the darkroom for photos. I have a bunch of vents. I throw all these muskets around because they add prestige to the room. I got them from the veteran. Then we have the telegraph slash cleaning and maintenance room with a bathroom and can set up. Then we have the the brain. The printer room. I put a bunch of vents up. It's not even remotely helping. We'll go back to here. It just makes it slightly less horrible to be in here, but it still sucks to be in the printer room. Then we have the reporter's desk, and then a couple mover desks in here that I just threw because I don't have space for them. And I just threw a box storage over here. Then we have the new improved, because actually this is technically the most optimal bathroom setup. This is my second iteration. We have 2 cleaners, some more movers, and another maintenance desk with the power generator that's up here. It's technically not as optimal as if I moved it to a lower floor, but due to how slow this thing burns coal, it's fine. Like, a mover will easily get coal before it shuts down. And then at the top floor we have the reimagined typist room. They have 2 pneumatics, because I forgot there's another pneumatic all the way down here. Where's that pneumatic? Oh yeah, no, it's over here. I forgot about this pneumatic. This pneumatic is for whenever they get done finishing out illustrations. I guess the photo development team also can use that pneumatic as well. Yeah, that's why I have, like, dedicated a single floor to it, because you can just ignore the room. Because when I had stairs, what I'd do is I had only one set of stairs going to this room, and had the other set of stairs go through it, so I could just ignore this floor entirely, so only the maintenance workers would go there, and the people that loaded the machine. Now, once I get the next page modules of 5 and 6, I'm gonna have to figure out a weird little nook system. Because I know you can run the printers through floors. I'm currently just trying to make enough money to get another floor to reorganize again. Because the new reorganization will probably mean moving most of the editors up to here. So what will happen is all of the reporters will walk in. There'll be a pneumatic deliverer. They'll go all the way up to the editor's room. And I'll probably keep the pneumatic deliverer from... like, it'll be a very short delivery, but I'll still keep it there just so they don't have to transition between floors. That should complete the mission for the mayor. Yeah, happy to help. I kind of bumbled around this game. That story, not worth my time. They have silver in them, so they are technically worth my time. Yippee, 5! Let's go. I kind of want this done as quickly as possible. That's a lot of money! Look at that silver in it. You know, I never thought to do that. I just hired more security to beat out the protesters or monsters faster, so I got 4 security guards. Alright, let's allow my reporters to rest. That's the priority to hopefully get that done faster. So is the machine loaded up? Yeah, I got 1,000 paper in it. Where to follow? Mr. Panda. Yeah, I also like waiting to the absolute last second to make a paper. So I want to give them as much time to rest, recuperate, and also get as many stories ready to publish as possible. What's the undercover? I cannot. Bug! Bug! It's already nearing a 250,000 sales. Yeah, that does kill me. I've actually lost a couple times in terms of doing an objective. Because it was literally last second. I also really do like the moderate path. I don't even know what's in here, and that's the problem, is there could be amazing things on either side that I've been missing this entire time. But the moderate path of just more sales, even more sales, and then more money, and then even more sales. Well, the other thing is also I've been very like drawn to the middle because they usually my opponents never target the middle. They'll always just target their respective sides, and only recently they've been targeting the middle more and more. Yeah, I could get this story out to get at least one viewer. I know this is like a really bad, like, hack of a job to get this story out. I'd rather get at least some subscribers, because I had one like node where I did not get subscribers for 3 weeks in a row. Because I just never focused on the proper stories right. Willing to cost myself a little bit of money. New Governor of California. That Beast Chef's Kiss, a bribe and take, it's the reason to stay. Just the publisher catering to the readers, keeping the stories out in the open. This is probably a horrible idea. I kind of want this thing. Any updates on the shanty towns? Calling Hooverville, sir, to 110 snow calming open fires. One should be sleeping under tarps, not here. Last fire took a woman's arm, makeshift heater exploded. My golly. Where is my chief? This is more than just property, it's a breeding ground. Right here, sir. I got eyes and ears on every tent. Organized crime sniffing around recruitment rackets. People making easy targets. Publisher, I want none of this unrest and since defeat these papers. Just inks of hope. I'll make sure to ruling with an iron fist. Give the crooks not even a single foothold to recruit from. Reel this now before we're arresting henchmen instead of homeless. Oh, that's pretty easy. I want to see this new lethal machine. How much space does this thing take up? Just in case. I'm gonna stash these desks. Actually, let me just stash everything. Typing machine. And then I need something for the heat, noise. Okay, get that prestigious noise panel. We got any of those. Where's it? I gotta deal with the heat. There we go. Industrial wallpaper. Looks... Yeah, that's the... Instead of them doing it by hand, that'll speed up production so much. Now, it technically sucks in here, so... Oh yeah, I was gonna go at a clock, I think. Then the new bottleneck will just be the assembly table. Check, is there an assembly machine? No, there's a litho-type machine. Wait, there's the... Oh yeah. What am I doing? There is the... Unless I'm blind, I'm not seeing a spot for an assembly machine to be. So they don't hate their life. Ah, it sucks. That's sucksity sucks. That's why I sent the weaker ones. Weaker skill level people to those injuries just in case they run into the whoops-a-daisies. You slam into the... Or, these are actually thick stories this week. There's the first spy. Keep seeing them throw that trash on the ground. I'm so tired of seeing that. Get out. I really wish there was a upgrade for security that they could just, you know, automatically kick out spies. Or the other thing I wish is the security would actively have that, like, warning above their head and then be following them around. Because it feels like the security doesn't do enough in that regard. Check out the little type machines are doing. That's fine. Mom's just gonna get beat up. Socialist surge, working class movement, but Brigadier Darling is back in the spotlight as the leader of the workers' union. A red march on Washington. The American Communist Party, along with the leftist groups, organized a different administration in Washington, D.C., made labor reforms and more progressive approach to New Deal. All NPR and Congress react. Let's head to Washington to find out. So, politics is now my hot story. We only want the telegraph machine. Please, the. Security. Security went up the elevator. Okay, thank security. Nah, I'm just not feeling it. It's probably fine. You know, heard that story. That story sucks. You know what? Get out there. Ow. Get out of there. These stories suck. The main reason why is to have even more stories to pick from. Is not all the time I'll use every single story, but the ability to get a combination will help out a lot. It also sets up more stories for next week, because if the stories aren't finished being processed in their entirety, they won't be considered old news until they're done. From what I've seen, so stories that are on like the edge of the end of the week seem to always be able to be. You know what? Screw it. We'll get a story. We haven't got that many stories this week. We'll get the insider information. We're pretty low on news stories this week. Might as well just grab these anyway. And then our reporters can relax the last 2 days. I'll even push old news to the front page. As long as old news aren't combined together, it's fine. Like, the lossage of 1,000 readers is like negligible when it gives you like 6 or 7. And if it combines with the other social topics of this week, it will massively skyrocket. Old news is only a real big negative if it combines like 2 or 3 times, but even then it's still fine. It's not like the end of the world. Like, old news has never been... Oh. Gave you 8 million ads. I also forgot to do this ads of this week. Alright, what I was saying is, old news is not that detrimental to release, as it only costs you like a couple thousand viewers, and if you can combine that with a lot of other stuff that's going on, it's almost just... Did I not order paper this week? I am slightly annoyed with myself. I think I forgot to order paper this week. I got a scrounging paper! Anyway. Because if you can combine a lot of these old topics together... Let me find if there's any slot that I could put this. Wait, that has an unrest in it, never mind. Just let that go away then. And I could have a full old page of old news, but the if they all combine really well with each other, that will completely not be a factor. It is only a slight detriment to post old news, I feel like. It doesn't seem to impact me that largely. Anyway, I gotta go back to scrounging paper to the the big machine. Steal all the telegraph papers. That is a that's happened a long time, is being able to actually get a whole district easily. Alright, take your bow. Don't forget who taught you this town how to grasp. Click that corner, but hold one sec. Click the other thing. That wasn't important. Press comment in 5 minutes, sir. Do you remember the lines? Sure, I remember them. We built something new. In time, building anything takes guts. I wrote that one myself. You stick to lines, you'll do fine. I hear it from all of your boroughs. You have the podium you wanted. No, you know why you're here already, publisher? I'm starting to trust you. I'll give you your first exclusive. Ask away, publisher. We only got a few minutes before the hounding press comes in. A great story, you know. I'll give you the lines I cut too. I need prominent spot, of course. Right, so we got that district. Gumball machine. Oh, now it's more I just need to target districts to take them over. Or buy some supplies. I get all these ads too. The to work on. Ooh, photography, let's go. They're looking pretty okay. I just spent a whole bunch of money to grab a whole lot of paper. And grab some backup coal. A lot of my finances depend on how well the stories are coming together each week. Up there. I need to store it for feet. My finances and expenses are near 10 grand. And I make around 12,000 at the lowest, 10,000 at the absolute lowest, but usually I make 12 grand a week. And upwards of that whenever we get some good combinations in. This is for the people who never sleep. You know what? Screw it. I'll get that one silver. Display family close tied to local Republicans allegedly opened fire. That has a silver in it. I'll take that. No. Landslide victory yesterday. Democrat Party. Decisive victory, expanding control of the House Republicans and the Senate. This one's going to power for the president. Here's stamps on paper. Alright. Let's go, political team. Go, go, go. reminds me, the cell pane probably needs update. Sure, I'll grab this. Go cuts deepen. Depots close their doors. Since we're running low on stories, I'll grab the small short stories. No, that was totally stupid. Alright, so I need to manually move a single box in there, I think. I'll move two. I love how this is completely not the story that he wanted. That I'm running. There we go, 17 grand. No, that's how I want my newspaper playing code. Assists 11. Alright, that means I have to go to this street next week, because I need to start working on getting calligraphy. Once that starts popping up, I have to start working towards getting it. Get out of here with that crap. Oh, I just paid $600 that I can't use. Son of a bitch. might save some of the news for next week. Not exactly the best news week I've ever had. The ads are going to make up for a lot of the missed sales this week. Alright, we're in the unrest. Get it in there. 92 action. Select the right four, firm but hopeful. Light the fire in the bright hearts. Five sit apples. Five-year recap. Wait, this goes to 1963? Total net earnings of $23,000. I posted 142 old news for negative tech printed. Total time paused 10 hours and 35 minutes. Total time fast forward. That doesn't seem that long. Sus, this 55 million, although it doesn't seem that possible. These powership's been truly 5 years already. It feels like yesterday. I showed you the ropes and introduced the old bird down in the press room, and now I rise up so high I could spot it clear as day from Empire State Building. We're 60 editions under your belt, each one sharper than the last. The city's watching. You become exactly what we need. He's your finest publisher. Don't make pride uproar. I honestly was very scared for a second because I thought the game was over. I was like, what? All over, Jimmy. You knew this day would come. The press would paint me weak if I didn't step in. Figured I had one more show left in me. I guess the curtains dropped early. Starry Progressive, a symbol of a new city, but your taste for luxury drowned your promise. Guess the champagne was louder than the reform, huh? You stepped aside gracefully. It is the best decision, Walker. The people deserve clean leadership. I guess Tammy Hall influence is a thing of the past. I'm merely a relic of the history's footnote. Don't we all? Alright, I have a statement to make. Time to destroy the nation. Making it front page will help. Introduction with a new mayor. Never enough paper. God damn. I have to spend about $1,000 in paper a week. That's with it being cheaper than normal. Just trying to work up to $25,000. I'm gonna take a slight little break. Maybe I can do, maybe I don't. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air is thin. The game begins, but no one wins. Oh, it shines like gold, it feels like fire. A fleeting touch.